You ever heard of a tiny bottle of powder that shook the very foundations of the US government and united the entire scientific community? It sounds like a movie plot, but this really happened back in the 1950s. It all started with a product called a DX2. This was a simple battery additive, sold by a man named Jess Ritchie. He claimed it could magically revive dead car batteries. For just a few dollars, you could supposedly bring your old battery back to life. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, the government thought so too. The National Bureau of Standards, which is like the nation's top laboratory, decided to test a DX2. Their scientists, led by Dr. Alan Aston, ran experiment after experiment. Their conclusion? A DX2 was completely useless. It was just a mix of common salts that did absolutely nothing to improve battery life. The government then ordered Ritchie to stop selling his product, labeling it as fraudulent. But this is where the story gets crazy. Ritchie didn't just give up. He was a masterful salesman and launched a massive public relations campaign. He claimed he was a small businessman being crushed by big government and big battery companies. He got newspaper articles written, contacted politicians, and painted himself as a victim. His campaign worked. The new Secretary of Commerce, Sinclair Weeks, was a businessman who was deeply suspicious of government bureaucracy. He believed Ritchie's story and saw this as a perfect example of government overreach. In a shocking move, Weeks publicly overruled the Bureau of Standards and fired its respected director, Dr. Aston, for being not sufficiently objective. The scientific community was absolutely stunned. Firing the head of the nation's top science agency over a proven, tested result? It was an unprecedented attack on scientific integrity. Scientists from across the country, from universities to private labs, rallied in support of Dr. Aston. They flooded the White House with letters and articles, warning that this decision would turn American science into a political battlefield. They argued that if politics could dictate scientific facts, then objective truth itself was in danger. The pressure became immense. The public outcry was so loud that the White House had to backtrack. A special committee of top scientists was assembled to review the Bureau's work. Unsurprisingly, they confirmed the original findings. ADX2 was indeed worthless. Faced with this undeniable scientific consensus, Secretary Weeks had no choice but to reinstate Dr. Aston. It was a huge victory for science and a powerful reminder that while politics can be loud, facts and evidence eventually win the day. This incredible episode, known as the ADX to controversy, became a landmark moment, galvanized scientists to stand up for their work